Hi, this is Cynthia, well-Ejiogu. I am filming this for mindfulness class for the Samuel Merritt Fall 2018. The video was supposed to be a group effort, and I'm here to explain to you why I'm not doing this as a group effort. I've learned from this class about mindfulness, meditation, and how to live in the here and the now. Always to try to take a second to appreciate the world, what it has, and when we have stressors, how to get it through it, hopefully one moment or step at a time. I'm doing this by myself. Why? Because I am a mother of a disabled child. Fact is, my middle boy, who's 20, has severe autism, is nonverbal, has a seizure disorder, and that's just the start of it. I've lived, at least I believe I've lived a mindfulness type of attitude for the last 18 years, because once we found out about his disability, we've pretty much had to live in the moment. The child that you had is not the child that you were given, and you have to come to accept that really quickly and hope to work towards getting him to his highest potential. You as the mom, the parent, have to do this. But as a person who has a disabled child, and there's several of us probably in this class, it's not that easy trying to get away to film the project. Going back to school has been a hard endeavor on top of working and taking care of him. Taking care of him is my other major job besides working, and trying to take care of my other two children who are older and younger than him. We try our best, and my job as a mother is not just to take care of him, it is also to help my other children to live their fullest potential. While they help with their brother, and actually this experience living with him has helped bring them to a better mindfulness of their own life, their job is not to take care of him. Their job is to live their lives to the best of their ability. They're living in the here and the now. What we've learned in this mindfulness and meditation class, I do believe a healthcare provider, we can help when we find at the bedside we're dealing with a family that either has been presented with an issue like a family member, child, husband, father, mother may have been in an accident, and may look that the future is going to be rehab and maybe not what they were, or you're a labor and delivery nurse and the child that came into the world is not having the potential that this family thought that they were going to have. The perfect child is now imperfect. We as healthcare providers really need to help these groups in learning how to accept the here and the now, and hopefully move forward into the future, but not having to worry about everything, because worrying is not going to stop or change anything, as we've learned in this class. We need to be able to center ourselves in the ideal that we must accept what life is. We actually have action in it, but going off on tangents where we have our head spinning doesn't change anything, and it only makes us have more anxiety, more fear of the unknown. Us as healthcare providers need to help these patients and their families, but also we need to bring these practices into ourselves so we in our own life don't take burnout, get empathy burnout. We care for people, but if we go too far, then we just become a task-oriented nurse, like we learned in leadership, instead of the advocate, instead of the above and beyond the vocation which most of us became nurses with. The calling, the wanting to help, the helping beyond just turning someone side to side. So, in conclusion, I think we as healthcare providers need to help, like I said, those at the bedside. We can use the meditation. The breathing meditation is really a good one. I think we can all do. Teach our patients, teach our families that just breathing in and out, maybe just once or twice, it doesn't have to be even a whole 20 minutes or what have you, can help calm down the situation and get them to where they need to be able to think clearly. Because sometimes, especially, when we're dealing with healthcare issues, people can't think straight. And then when they can't think straight, they can't make informed consent, and we can speak to them, try to help them, try to teach them, and it will go in one ear and out the other because they can't see what where they are, their hand in front of their face. I live this a lot of the times of my life, and I try, like I said, to live in the moment because I never know what's going to happen. Today's a good day, his behavior is good, but tomorrow he can sometimes come unglued and he can't tell me how he's feeling. He can't tell me when a seizure's coming on. He can't tell me a lot because he can't talk. And I'd also like to take that as a moment that if sometimes people think that their life is terrible or what have you, take a half hour and don't talk. You can make noise, but you can't communicate. And I will tell you right now, just having to play 20 questions like remember when you may become a mother and you had a baby, I have to do that every day with him. And in that respect, I also see his happiness, his sadness, and his frustration that sometimes comes out not in the most healthy way, but it comes out and it's not his fault. But we as people, I try my best. We try to help everyone. As a nurse, I try to help him. I try to help myself. I don't always succeed, but I will say this mindfulness class has helped. The breathing exercise can help. I'm sorry if this isn't necessarily what the assignment is supposed to be, but this is what I can give it. And I hope maybe it's helpful to anyone who might see it. You've all been a great class. You rock. Everything's been wonderful. And I hope everything goes well. Thank you for your time.